Hey yo everyone, Ace Taku here, your legendary gooness, and today I'm going to be showing you how to play Yu-Gi-Oh like a pro. And guess what? There's many ways to, play this game, and there's so many things you have to learn, so many ways to improve and get better. But this is something that you probably didn't expect. So let me show you guys. Let's check it out. So we are in the game settings right now. You're probably wondering, why are we in the game settings, Ace? Trust me, this is something that you are going to have to change as you continue to keep getting higher and higher in ranked mode, because this will give you a slight advantage over your opponent, kind of just basically outplaying them, a bit of, I guess, psychology, if you want to say, to the game. Which has always been there, in TCG, in OCG, the actual, physical cards. It's always been there, the psychological aspect of, reading your opponent and whatnot. So this is something you're going to have to do, trust me. First setting that we're going to change here is the activation confirmation setting. What this setting is doing right now, since it's on auto, it will automatically receive an activation confirmation at the timing set on any card. So any card that is able to be activated, the game will ask you, hey, do you want to activate this, or do you want to cancel it? So with this setting turned on auto, it can essentially help your opponent read what's in your hand or not. So if they figure out there's a certain pattern with you having to always cancel the activation of something, they're going to slowly pin down what cards that you're playing that is constantly activating every single time a move is, or like a certain move is made. So it's basically a tell sign, and sometimes you don't want it to go off, especially like times when it's like unnecessary, when it's like between main phases, or not main phases, but between, I should say, phases of the game. So like between like main phase and battle phase, and then main phase 2 and end phase, if they notice maybe that you have something to activate, and like during every single phase of the game, they will maybe figure out exactly what you have in your hand and be ready for it, and you'll be like, oh man, that what I was trying to do didn't work out. Wonder why? Well, because they figured out what card that you maybe had in your hand just from this setting being on auto. You want to go into this setting here, and you want to put this on switch. What this will do is it will give you a toggle button in the game, and I will show you guys how that works in solo mode. So let's show you that. Alright, so I just wanted to hop into solo mode really quickly to show you what it looks like with that activation confirmation setting turned to switch. So now you'll probably have a third icon here. There will be auto, there will be off and on. So right now it's on auto, so it's going to ask me every single time I can activate a card. So I'm gonna play this card here. Luckily we do have something that activates all the time, which is a quick play spell here. So for those who don't know, so we're just going to drop that, go into the end phase here, and it should pop up with something, because now this card should be live and ready to go at any point of my choosing. So here we go. It automatically already popped up. It's asking me whether I want to activate it or not, because it's on auto. But if I turn it off here, it will not ask me, because right now it should ask me right about, probably not during this animation, but it should ask me quite often, but it's not, because I have it turned off now. But if I turn it on, there we go. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works. So let's get on to the next thing. Alright, next setting we're going to look at here is the activation order setting. I'm actually going to read what this setting does while it's off. So what it says is automatically select the order of activation when multiple cards can be activated simultaneously. The activation will be confirmed by the player in order. So to break that down, the game is going to decide for you on which cards to activate if there's more than one card being activated at the same time. This is not really a good thing. You want this setting off. The reason why you want this setting off is because you actually want the choice. You want the choice of what card you want to go first, or be activated first, I should say. So turn on this setting. There is a method in this game called chain blocking. It's a very important method to learn, because it can protect the card that you really want to activate from being negated or destroyed. So very important method. I'm actually gonna, it's better if I just show you honestly in game what it looks like. So we're gonna do that right now. All right, so here's a perfect scenario of what the activation order setting looks like when it's turned on. So we're gonna use here the Shaddoll Fusion to summon a Shaddoll monster. We'll do the window. And we can do it from the deck. We can do it from the hand. Want to reselect something here. Yeah, I want this one. I can't remember if I select that one already. So we'll do those 2 cards there. And once this animation is done with, you'll see. So here we go. This is what it looks like when the order activation setting is on. So now I'm able to decide which card I want to go first, which card I want to prioritize first, since they activated simultaneously. I'm going to select the Shaddoll Dragon to be activated first. So Shaddoll Dragon is going to be Chain Link 1, the first card to be activated in this Chain Link. So that's going to be Chain Link 1. It's in the graveyard. I'm going to activate Shaddoll Wendy, and she is going to be Chain Link 2. So she is going to be the card to resolve first before the Shaddoll Dragon. Basically, this method here is just protecting the card that you actually want to activate and not get interrupted by your opponent. So we're going to use her to be the first thing to resolve in the chain. No, wow, the opponent actually did a Chain Link 3, so this card's going to resolve. And this card's going to resolve now. So see how everything goes in order, and when you get into chain blocking, you'll be able to protect cards within the chain block itself. The last thing was able to resolve was the Shaddoll Dragon. So basically the Shaddoll Dragon had no other cards going to be ahead of it. So it was, well protected in the chain link there. So yeah, that's what it looks like with that setting on. So I guess I can show you guys what that setting looks like when it's off. So we are going to cut to that for sure. All right, here we go. So I got a nice hand here to show you guys what the order activation setting looks like when it's off. And then we're going to use our Shaddoll Fusion. We're going to summon the this card here because it can't be destroyed by battle. So we're going to send 2 more cards again to the grave. So we're going to pick, let's see, this is a tough one. I'm going to send that one. And yeah, we're going to send that one because we need 2 different types of monsters to summon this. So, alright, here we go. This is what it's going to look like after this animation. You guys will see. Instead of getting the option to select either this Shaddoll here or Shaddoll Squamata, it just automatically just goes to the Squamata, and it doesn't give you an option to pick which card you want to activate after this card is activated. So you're kind of stuck with whatever the game decides for you. I'm not sure how the game is deciding on this exactly. Maybe it's because this is the first card I picked when I used Shaddoll Fusion, and this was the second one. That's just a speculation from honestly what I'm looking at here on my dueling log. You have no choice. You have to activate the Squamata, and then you have to activate the next card that I used here, which is this one. So yeah, make sure you do turn that setting on, just so you can get the option to pick, which cards you want to activate first if they're activated simultaneously. Alright, so there you have it. That's how you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels like a pro. You are welcome. Anywho, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you got into this far, please leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and if it was helpful, I should say, to you at all. I really appreciate it. If there's things that I should improve on next time if I do a how-to video, please leave a comment. I'm open to all suggestions, and I want to do my best to help you guys out. I may not be the greatest player in the world. I haven't won any championships or anything, but there's some things that I can still show you guys for sure. So anywho, thanks for watching, and remember, stay wait for it, legendary. Bye bye.